Hello everyone and welcome to Action RPG Build Guide Edition. Today I'm ready to drop on you my 6th iteration of my Raptor Pack. Beastmaster, of course, stronger than ever. And you're going to be seeing tons of build guides coming out of this channel because right now we are updating all the videos on actionrpg.com as we slowly start preparing the website for Season 4. As always, I will show you every single facet of the build. Everything is timestamped in the description below if you need to bounce around. Let's not waste any time and jump right into this. Starting off with some gameplay. Now, what you're looking at right now is 1300 corruption, and again, this is my Primalist Beastmaster Raptor Pack. I've made multiple iterations of this build, and this one is feeling really, really good. The skills we are using are Swipe, Frenzy Totem, Summon Raptor, War Cry, and Summon Wolf. You now get an extra companion because of the permanent bond node on Wolf. And then we have an unspec'd leap on the bar so that you can easily traverse the map. And it's pretty simple. You jump around, hit with Swipe to maintain Berserk charges. You use War Cry, you hit your Rampage on your Raptors, and you drop Frenzy Totem. And they do a ton of damage. And you will see that we are actually pretty tanky even at 1300 corruption. I actually feel like this build could probably go a lot higher than this, especially if I had better gear. But ultimately, huge damage, and the Raptors just tear up everything. We also have a T-Rex with them as well. Get him, get him. So you really have 7 companions and a T-Rex. Done. Let me show you some single target. 1300 corruption abomination. Eaten alive. That's at 1300 corruption. But of course, you gotta, the A-Bomb's Harbinger is the actual fight. Watch this. Fight them, Raptors. Can't even see the Raptors. And Harbinger of Defilement at 1300 corruption is dead. Of course, you gotta show off the Aberoth kill as well. You get a space tank Aberoth, no problem. And the Raptors will just eat them alive. And Aberoth is dead. Let me show you how to recreate this build. Now let's break down the skills, starting with our damage dealer, Summon Raptor. Currently in game, I have 32 points to Raptor, and I'll try and point you in the right direction on what nodes you want to take first. Now what I do is the first thing I do is I boost all the multiplicative damage. So you have 32% multiplicative damage, 40% multiplicative damage, up to 75% multiplicative damage, bleed chance, more multiplicative damage per missing health, and then attack speed. So I take all these nodes here on the bottom. Then what you're going to do is focus on your crit multiplier, and your rampage effect. So up here, base crit, critical strike multiplier, and armor shed. Rampage duration, chance to trigger rampage when there's a rare or boss around. And then boost the effect. I've gone back and forth what's better, having it up more or making it stronger. And I like having rampage up more. So that is Raptor. Moving over to Summon Frenzy Totem, very standard setup here. We're boosting our Frenzy effect. We're taking melee base, resetting the companion ability, more melee base coming down here, boosting the effects of Frenzy Totem for our Raptors, more health and duration, giving physical and elemental resistance to our Raptors. And this I have so many points into. I've got 2 left over. So it's between health regen and area. I took area. Moving over to Swipe. First thing I do with Swipe is I come down here and actually grab Duality of Nature, just 1 point. This makes it where you don't have to worry about mana for the entire build. I then come down here and boost everything Aspect of the Panther, not because I really care about the damage of Swipe, but I care about getting the health regen from Aspect of the Panther right here. So you get a ton of health regen. So Swipe is going to take care of your mana. It's going to give you some sustain, and it is going to give you kill threshold. So that's what I use Swipe for. And of course, Swipe maintains on War Cry, our next skill, Berserker. So what's great about Berserker is it also works with Raptor and Bear, and you're going to have 6 Raptors on this build. So for War Cry, first thing you want to do is fully max out your Berserker. You want to come up here and cut the cooldown in half and turn it into a totem. You want to make it where it cleanses ailments, since you're going to be clicking this all the time. You want it to pull enemies in instead of push it out. It just helps with clear speed and allows the raptors to kill large packs of enemies. You're then going to come up and take 100% critical strike chance for you and your raptors. And then all remaining points are going to go down here, which is going to give you haste for movement, speed, and frenzy. Because again, frenzy totem will not work for you. It's only going to work for your companions. Last but not least, let's talk about the newcomer skill to this build, and that is Summon Wolf. And we're using the exact same tech that we used with the Frogger build, where we're using the Howl to buff the other minions. And with Permanent Bond, it doesn't cost you a companion. Now, what does all that mean? It means that you have 6 raptors regardless. And when you take Wolf, you're now going to have a 7th companion. And what's awesome about Wolf is it's melee physical, so it has the exact same scaling tags as Raptor, which means it benefits from the critical strike chance on Warcry. It benefits from everything on Frenzy Totem. It's a strong extra 7th companion. But what we care about the most is the Howl effect, which is going to give attack speed and melee multiplicative damage to the Raptor pack as well. And this can be automated through a wolf kill or a wolf hitting a boss. So we're going to buff all the multiplicative damage on Wolf, its attack speed, more multiplicative damage, give it leap attack, make it where it can't be stunned, and then buff everything Howl for the Raptor pack. So you've got an awesome 7 companion army. Those are the skills. Now let's talk passives. In game right now, I am level 100, so we have all of our points, and we're going to look at the Primalist base tree first. We have taken strength and health regen. We are dual wielding, extra health. And then normally I would put 6 points into survival of the pack. Right now I have 1 point to natural attunement, because honestly I needed the 3 points of resistances to max it out. But ultimately that is up to you if you want resistances or if you want leech. Nothing in shaman, nothing in druid. 93 points into the beautiful new Beastmaster passive tree, which it really is beautiful. Strength and DR with Yersin Strength. We're taking Aspect of the Boar, which gives us more damage reduction. We are fully going into Aspect of the Shark, and we're going to give this to our Raptors and Wolf. We're taking attack speed. We're taking health regen per strength, base melee damage. We are coming over here and fully buffing Aspect of the Shark. And again, we are giving this. Whenever you could gain Aspect of the Shark or Aspect of the Boar, your companions also gain the Aspect. Very, very important node right here. And we are buffing the Aspect effect, and it is giving you more damage reduction. It is crazy how much tankier Beastmaster is over Necro. I mean, it's just crazy. Right here is 10%. Right here is 15%, right here is 16%, and here's another 15. That's all damage reduction. Where Necro has 1 node that costs 5 points that gives you 10%. It's crazy the difference. We are giving endurance to our minions. We're taking an extra companion. We are super buffing Aspect of the Boar. Booth buffing critical strike chance and critical strike multiplier. We are getting an extra companion. We are getting an extra level 2 skills. And then lastly, all points go right here into Viper Fangs. This is going to buff your attack speed and your companion's attack speed. And I've really started using this node more. It's just nice for your attack speed as well, for maintaining Berserker, and of course for your companions. Those are the passives. Moving over to last Epoch tools, we're going to break down the blessings, idols, and gear, starting with blessings. Now, know that you could always switch out these blessings if you want health, if you want critical strike avoidance, if you need endurance, you can always switch these out. That being said, the current blessings I am using are Void Res, All Res, Double Armor, and Health Regen. Health Regen being the most important one. Currently, I'm at 1600 health per second. When it comes to idol, what you are looking for is the 9% health idol with Aspect of the Shark effect. You can have up to 4 of these. I have 1 of them with cold res on it, and the rest of the idols are just filling out our resistances. Okay, but this is the main idol. Increased health, increased Aspect of the Shark effect. Now, when it comes to unique items, or items in general, there is something required for this build. It will not work until you get this one-handed sword, Null's Tooth. This makes it where you can summon raptors up to your companion limit. This is what unlocks Raptor Pack. So you need to find a Null's Tooth. The other weapon we are currently using is Cleaver Solution. This actually isn't required for the build. We were playing with other things, but it is pretty good. Double melee 1 to skills and gives to strength. and it's going to boost up your intelligence, which is good for your T-Rex, and then your T-Rex gives it to your Raptors. So we did decide to use Cleaver Solution. We have, for our Primordial, we have a T-Rex running around, which gives us 3 to skills, buffs your Raptors, and gives you an extra minion. It also auto-summons, so when it dies, it pops right back up. We're using Foot of the Mountain for the extra attributes to boost the T-Rex and boost the Raptors. Brewmaster's Buckle for vitality and endurance. For this build, we are using a set, believe it or not. It's the 2 bonus set on Last Bear's Fury. And on here, the T7 affix is increased health regen per point of strength. So this singular affix on this pair of gloves is going to give us 450% health regen. This is how we've super boosted our health regen. It's also, we were messing around with Vessel of Strife. You can use Vessel of Strife, but I just ended up on T-Rex. It felt so much better. For our rings, we are using Phantom Grip and Ribbons of Blood. It's going to give us melee damage, leech, minions cannot be crit, and it's going to help with base crit and level to skills. For our armor, of course, we're using Mantle of the Pale Ox, probably one of the best armors in the entire game that is also a common drop. For the 2 set bonus, we are using Last Bear's Helmet, and this has +1 to maximum companions. So this is a champion set item, and this is what I actually use in game. And what this is going to do is it's going to give us 2 endurance threshold per strength. So it's going to give us 300 endurance threshold for the 2 set bonus. Last but not least, we are using Evolution's End for an additional 2 to skills and minion damage. That is the gear. Moving over to actionrpg.com to talk leveling. Now, first thing I want to say is that the leveling guides have all been fine-tuned, tweaked, tested in-game, so you can trust them. If you scroll down right here, I'm not going to break down the entire leveling guide, but we are using Summon Bear, Swipe, Warcry, Frenzy Totem, and Fury Leap. And these are the skills that we feel will help you traverse through this campaign very, very easily. This leveling guide takes you to level 60. You shouldn't be using a leveling guide past level 60 because at that point you're beat the whole campaign. You're literally in the monolith endgame. So we recommend switching to your endgame build at level 60 with these skills. Some recommended leveling uniques if you're leveling an alt is Stormhide Paws, Phantom Grip, Bleeding Heart, Circuit, and Toll. Leveling guide in the description. Last but not least, let's talk loot filter. And I know there's lots of loot filters out there. You can use any one that is your favorite, but I do get asked, hey Aaron, what about your loot filter? So I thought I'd start adding them to the videos. Now, when it comes to my loot filter, all the red rules right here are for leveling. This will take you through level 60. Once you're in the monolith, you no longer need to look at basically rare items, so you can uncheck all of these red rules. Now they will no longer apply. So all we care about is this top section right here. This is going to show you all of the idle affixes that you want to see. It's going to show you unique sets and legendary. It's going to highlight 2 LP and 19 Weaver Will items. It's going to show you T7 affix exalts, double T6 or higher, triple T6 or higher, and all the uniques you would want to see for this build. Now, I like seeing more loot than less loot, whether you're playing Merchant's Guild or COF. I like seeing a lot of items for potentially other builds. This is my loot filter. It's in the description. All right, everyone, that's the build guide. What do you think of my new and improved Raptor Pack Beastmaster? Is there anything I missed? Is there anything I can do to take this next level? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Of course, only if you think I've earned it. If I haven't earned it, I'm going to work harder for you. Don't forget to check out my new website, actionrpg.com, where you can find all the info for this build as well. It is the first link in the description. Last but not least, don't forget to check out the Discord. We do merch giveaways, game giveaways, movie nights, game nights, all the subathon shenanigans and events. Everything's through Discord, over 5,000 members. It's an awesome place to hang out if you love all things action RPG. I'm done. Hopefully you were entertained or at least learned something. Aaron, out.